Boom! What's good, people? You are watching Amira and Ego Pups feeding time. Amira, she's now, these pups are now just a day old. They came literally they were supposed to be due on Monday, the 30th of September, and they ended up coming 2 days early. They ended up coming on Friday instead of Monday. So we literally had to last minute scramble to kind of get the whelping room kind of set up, sanitized, all that kind of stuff like that. I dropped a video on that on my Instagram, so you can go see what that process looked like. But shout out to my dog mom too. She brought us a little care package. Brought us a little care package with some stuff in it to help assist with the pups. But she knew that we also were, for us it was last minute, so she brought us a little care package here with all kinds of stuff in it, things to help assist with the puppy's development and just things that she felt that we would need. If you're ever looking for professional whelping services, go hit up my dog mom. She's located in the DFW area, and she'll be more than happy to help assist with your pups. We got some really, really good looking puppies in here. Man, we got one that looks just like Amira, y'all. One's like we'll make sure you always have sanitizer on deck anytime you're gonna work the pups, especially if you're coming in from doing something else. You always want to make sure you keep a very healthy, clean environment for these puppies. Because you want to prevent infection, bacteria, all that kind of stuff. You want to prevent all that stuff from happening. But look at this one right here. Look at this one right here. Oh my God, look at that one right there. That one looks just like a mirror, y'all. And I think it's a girl too. Where's that boy? Yeah, it's a girl. Yeah. Look at that. Looks just like your mama. Look at her. She's like, what are you doing with my puppy? Bring my puppy back. There you go, baby. You clean her? You clean her up? Animals? But yeah. And what's crazy, come here, little guy. This one right here, oh yeah, he's full too. This little guy right here, he had, he was the only one that Amira actually gave natural birth to. So she started going into labor literally in the middle of the night on Friday night, early Friday morning, excuse me, late Thursday evening, early Friday morning, she started going into labor, and she actually gave a natural birth to this one. She actually was able to push this one out, and then everyone else, we got her to the vet, and then we had a C-section for everybody else, but this is the only one that she gave a natural birth to. And then she had 7 puppies total, and only 6 made it. Another one tried to come out naturally on the way to the actual, emergency room, or AKA Tadlock, the vet. One was actually trying to come out, and so the feet got caught in the canal. The feet were sticking out, and the feet got caught in the canal, and unfortunately the sac ruptured. And then now that puppy at that point was stuck in the canal with the sac rupturing over it, so it just started ingesting the fluid, so it unfortunately passed. But still, we have 6 healthy pups here. No cleft palate or anything like that. Obviously some beautiful colors. And once again, we're not big on the color space, but man, you can't help it, man. Look at these merles, man. Got some merles in here. I know we're not big on the colors, but man, our biggest thing is going to be making sure that we highlight their development, their intelligence. That's what we're always looking for, is how intelligent they are, how driven they are, all those little things. Because those are the things that we look for specifically and personally. So, you guys are about to watch a whole process. Just want to drop in here so you guys can watch her feed, let her watch her pups feed. But Amira's doing well. Amira's a really good mom, as you can already tell. She's sitting right here just showing them nothing but love. All that, the TLC that they need, that tender love and care. But she does well cleaning them. She's also mindful how she lays at times too. So even there's one that's like right underneath her head. You can see it right there. I'll go ahead and adjust her at times so she can lay on her side so that she's not crushing any of them. And mind you, people, this is a whole process. If you ever have pups, or if you're, getting in, you're going to whelp the litter yourself, I highly recommend do a ton of research. You want to make sure you keep a clean whelping environment. You want to make sure you keep if you have any of the other dogs in the house, keep them completely separate from the pups and, of course, the mother and stuff like that. I mean, there's a whole process. And we're about to walk you guys through that. Like I said, this is just day 2 after the pups are born. So thought I'd go ahead and let you guys watch them eat for a little bit. Like I said, I've already, posted videos and stuff like that about cleaning the room, cleaning the whelping environment, getting this place sanitized and cleaned, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, I've done a lot on building the whelping box, and we're going to build a lot more contraptions for these puppies as they continue to develop and get older. One of the things you also see in here, there's a ton of blankets, right? So one thing you don't want is you don't want a flat surface. Because you want them digging through those back legs, you want them building those back legs up. It helps them build their little leg strength over time also. And also preventing something else. What was it called? I forgot. But there's also something else you can prevent Because if they're just on their flat on their stomachs, oh man, there's a term for it. No, I can't think of that. But anyways, but yeah, so we put all these blankets in here because once again, we want them working. We want to see how driven they are. You know, when it comes time for feeding time, mind you, one thing you're not going to see us do a lot, we're going to put them in there and we're going to let them figure it out themselves. Most people are like, yo, you got to put them on the nipple and get them latched. Wolves in the wild, when they have pups, there's not a human there to make sure that the puppies latch on or whatever. No, they have a whole process. They're able to survive, right? So we are letting these dogs use their natural instincts to find the ninny on the mother and see it, you know, make them self-sufficient in a sense. So everything you guys are going to watch us do over the next 6 to 8 weeks when it comes to developing these puppies is really challenging, testing the pups and see how far and how driven they really are, how intelligent they are. You know, their dad is Ego. Amira is very smart and loving and high energy. Ego, very calm, cool, collected, but also intelligent, also very driven, things like that. So, but you're about to watch us. Like I said, we're going to build, you know, me and Stan are going to put our heads together. We're going to build some really fun contraptions this time. And you're going to watch this whole entire whelping area turn into a giant playground for the puppies and everything. And mind you, you know, we have the pool now too. So I'm not going to say we're going to put them in the pool, you know, when they get old enough. But, you know, once again, water is another thing that you got to introduce them to early. So we take them through a whole desensitization process. Have you guys seen us do the puppy thing in the past? You know, it's been about a solid year and some change now, almost a year and a half, 2 years now since we've had our last litters. You know, because yeah, Junior and Hera was our last litter, and they came in the fall of 2022. No, yeah. Nope, they were born January 2023, my bad. They were born January 2023, and then now here we are almost like 18 months later, realistically. 20 months later, and now we're about to run Amira again after she's done, and then, you know, with this litter, when she bounces back, we'll run her back to back, then she'll be done and retired. Cha-Cha's going to get bred this coming year. Hera's going to get bred this coming year as long as I continue to keep working her and building her up. And then, you know, she comes to, you know, she gets better. Who else is going to get bred? There's one more. But for sure, Hera, Cha-Cha, and Amira for sure getting all bred at least twice at the very least. So, remember, originally Amira had an accidental litter with Rocco, a.k.a. Iron Shark Canine's dog. Hey, Greg, be careful, mama. Be careful. This is where you want to always monitor her too, because you know she can move one way and potentially step or lay on a pup, so that's the last thing you want to happen. So that's why you always want to make sure you're monitoring. But anyways, she had an accidental litter with Irish Shark Canine, with Rocco's, his dog Rocco. They had 4 pups, 4 or 5 pups, I believe. I think one had a cut palate, and then one didn't survive the birthing process, and then the other 3, they're all thriving, living good. But Amira, this is her first litter with us specifically, aka Ego. And then we'll run her back again. When she bounces back, then she'll be done. You know, because we only do 2-3 breedings max on our females. We don't overdo it. We don't run them into the ground like other breeders do. But Mira's doing well, y'all. She is doing well. I know, mama. You say hi to the people? Say hi to the people? Say hi. I got all those puppies in there. 6 healthy pups in there, people. 6 healthy pups. So, yeah. But man, once again, as I've talked about in the past, people make sure you, like I said, sanitize your environment. Anything that you bring in here, like I said, we just brought this trash can. It's brand new, but this needs to get wiped down and sanitized, all that kind of stuff. You don't want to take any risk when bringing anything into this room. We always got a lot of Lysol spray on deck too. Let's keep hand sanitizer on deck also. So anytime you're going to be handling the pups, once again, you want to minimize as much bacteria and infection as possible. So even us, we can still bring pathogens in here that can eventually, you know, affect the puppies. And mind you, remember, they don't have, they have weak immune systems. They don't have any immunity yet. So their immunities are still going to be built over the next 6 to 8 weeks. So we got to be mindful of that also. Careful, Mama. Make sure we got to get a head count. We're laying on this little whopper. We'll pull him out. There we go. So this is where sometimes you got to make that adjustment, let her just do her thing. There we go. And then I'll help this little guy because I don't want her to crush this guy. And he just needs a little help. Hey, chill. There you go. See? Come on. Come on. Little trick too, people, if you didn't know. Mind you, I just did put some hand sanitizer on. But what you can do if they're not going to suckle on the nipple, you can just literally stick your pinky right in here and it's going to open their mouth. If I can get her. Come on. And then we'll start suckling. Come on. I know, Mose. There we go. We're just gonna get you open your mouth a little bit. Get you open your mouth. There we go. There we go. There we go. So I'm gonna start to open a little bit. And once they learn how to do that, they turn around and just transfer them over to the mini. There you go. Are you full? You might be full. I know this one here is over here just man. Boom. Go get you some. Alright, there we go. I know, baby. I know, baby. So this one might be done. Did you clean it? There you go. Watch this. You're going to run your pup. Be careful, baby. So I'll probably let them feed for another 15, so 10-15 minutes max. This has already been on here for about a good 10-15 minutes. And I'll have Trev go in more depth and we'll shoot some content around it, but they don't have to eat every 2 hours. Most people are like, they gotta be eating every 2 hours, No, man, in the wild they ain't eating every 2 hours. Mothers, they gotta go do stuff. But for them, what we do is we pay attention to activity. So what does that mean? It's one of those things that, like, okay, when they're in here, they're sleeping, they're knocked out, let them sleep. That's where they're going to grow the most. Then you turn around. Let me fix this real quick. Then you turn around and, there we go. There you go. Then you turn around and then if they get up and they start moving around and stuff like that, they start whining. Then that's how you know they're hungry. Then you let the mom out of her crate back in here, and we'll leave her in here too for some time. She's not in here all day. End up happening is that mother will potentially accidentally lay on them, so that's why you got to monitor them. But yeah, this is a whole process, people. But when the pups start moving around, start whining and stuff like that, then that means they're hungry. Then that's when we'll bring the mom in and let her do her thing. She'll come in and she'll literally lay down, and then they all go right to it. And we don't, like I said, we try not to put them on. We want them to let them figure it out themselves. But yeah, you don't have to feed every 2 hours. Like I said, I'll have Trev go into more detail as to why. But yeah, these are just a couple things to be mindful of, people. Amira's doing great. She's a great mom. Fix this just a little bit more. There you go. And she is living her best life. What's up, baby? So, stay tuned, people. Take care of your dogs. I just wanted to jump in here, give you guys a little light update on the Amira Eagle puppies. They are now officially on the ground, so you guys are about to see a lot of stuff happen over the next 6 to 8 weeks. You're gonna watch us develop them. Like I said, you're guys gonna watch us build all kinds of cool, fun stuff, obstacles for the puppies, so you guys can watch the development, watch us help, watch them go through their desensitization process, you name it. I have a whole process where I sit down at a table with them, and we have something that we call the power of high, aka human interaction, and I'll pick the pups up and I'll sit there and I'll rub them, I'll mess with their feet, their ears, I'll pet them, all these little things so they can get used to being grabbed by humans. That's another thing you want to do is, it's crazy, you can tell when pups who don't have that type of human interaction early on, how skittish they become long term. So human interaction is another big part of the process too in developing the puppies. And Amira does a great job of cleaning them, keeping them nice, and this isn't her first rodeo. Remember, this is technically her second litter, even though the first one was accidental. But stay tuned, people. Take care of your dogs. These guys are all starting to fill up. They're all starting to move around. They're going to all go bury themselves and eventually go to sleep. And then, yeah, stay tuned. Like I said, we're going to definitely do more feeding time lives. Like I said, once we start building the contraptions, even for inside of the whelping box, for them to start climbing over little pool noodles and things like that to get to the mom. These are all things that we're watching and measuring to see how intelligent they are, how driven they are, and if they can figure things out. Most people don't do the stuff that we do when it comes to developing their pups. But like I said, we have a full-blown process, and people always wonder, well, how does a fit bully become a fit bully? They go through a rigorous development process in the moment they're born, their first 8 weeks. So they have to, If you don't do those things, then once again, it makes it even more difficult when they go to their forever homes, especially like something as simple as a staircase. How many people has had a dog or a pup when they go to their apartment or their house and it comes to the staircase, they don't know what to do. Our pups leave here walking up and down staircases, A-frames, all that stuff like that, because we've installed the confidence in them, and they had them doing it at a very young age. So when they go to the forever home, people are always shocked, oh man, my pup can go up the stairs, it does this, it does that. Yeah, because we spent the time, energy, and effort with them to make sure that they're able to make sure that they're properly developed. We're all laying across this one. Where'd the other one go? So this is you always gotta do head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's not laying on one. Yep, here's one back here. So you gotta be careful. A new one was gonna, when she sat up, that one crossed the back. So you gotta be, always gotta do a head count. That's why you gotta monitor these moments, because she was literally laying on that joker. That's how quickly it can happen, people. But yeah, Eagle Amira pups are here, people. Stay tuned once again. We're about to take you through a full process on how we build our pups out and how we build our program. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. I will say my favorite part when it comes to dogs in general is the 8 to 16 week range. I love the puppy development process, and more so the 4 to actually 16 week range, because this is when we start getting into the heavy obstacles, etc. So appreciate you guys for watching. Stay tuned, and as always, take care of your dogs and just do your best.